Hey, what's going on? Nick here from virtualassistantassistant.com. Today, I'm joined by Lesley Pyle from HireMyMom.com. It's one of the longest running remote job sites, and it's got an interesting niche. Like you said, it's about hiring work from home moms.
And once working from home was becoming more accepted, I was like, okay, now I see such a need for small businesses like myself. Like I needed to hire remote help. Okay, where are these moms? Where are these businesses? And how can I marry them and bring them together? Kind of like the Match.com of moms and small businesses. And everything was moving towards helping people find remote workers. So I poured all of my time into Hire My Mom and launched it in 2007.
Okay, 2007, Hire My Mom comes online. And what is, in your mind, separating Hire My Mom from like some of these larger job aggregators like Flex Jobs or Remote.co or something like that?
Right. I think our biggest difference is we really try to stay in our lane. So we market specifically to moms and specifically to small businesses. We don't go after Marriott and Amazon and these big corporate accounts. We go after the small business owner, the entrepreneur, the coach, the real estate agent, and we are more of a boutique service. So when you post a job on Hire My Mom, you might get 10 to 50 applicants versus 500, like on some of the bigger sites. So it's much more manageable.
Okay.
We also have a real person that answers the phone and email. It's not like you have to dig through the website to try to find out how to contact someone.
Okay.
So it's just me and my virtual team that run it. And we really just try to, like I said, provide a personalized service for small businesses and for the moms looking for work for home. And one of our other things that separates us is we have something called the Small Business Concierge. And that's basically, Nick, if you said, hey, I really need a social media person. Can you help me out? I don't have time to post a job. I don't want to interview. I don't want to do anything. Can you just find her? Yes, we can. We have, we have some HR specialists with the HR background who will write your job post it, create the interview questions, record the interviews like we're doing here, and then present you with the top 1 to 3 candidates for you to select which one you would like to hire. So it's kind of a start from A to Z package for the small business that wants to hire and doesn't have time or just doesn't want to do it.
Right. I was going through some applications earlier this summer, and it was like, I need an assistant, or I need an HR person to help me like hire this assistant.
Yes.
Or this it is a challenge. What do you charge for this concierge service?
For the concierge, it's $4.99.
Okay.
And I don't know of any other websites that are doing that, and I have 3 different HR specialists because there are times when, I'll get 3 or 4 projects all at once. I'm like, so I have multiple HR people that help with that service.
Yeah, compared with what you might pay a traditional headhunter or recruiter, like that's a pretty affordable thing. And of course, price is subject to change over time. So don't quote us on any of this. Have you found, and you mentioned a few of these, but have you found a specific industry within the small business category that is in your wheelhouse on the customer side, the people looking to make hires?
Yeah, like I said, it's all small businesses, a lot of solopreneurs, people that are just starting a home business or a business period. And a lot of times they need a virtual assistant to take a lot of their day-to-day tasks so that they can focus on the areas that they're best at. And like I said, coaches, we get tons of coaches in all industries, real estate agents, entrepreneurs just starting out, and even small businesses that are established. Some are brick and mortar, but a lot of them are, working from their own home office.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's interesting on the coaching front.
Yeah.
But everybody could use some virtual help. You mentioned the virtual assistance thing. Would the majority of the database of moms consider themselves VAs or virtual assistants, or
I would have to say the majority of them, if I had to put them in one category, would probably be mostly VAs. But as you know, there are so many specialties within a virtual assistant. So you could have one that's a social media virtual assistant, one that's an admin virtual assistant, one that considers herself more of a research virtual assistant or customer service. But we also get jobs for, design, web design, graphic design, social media, accounting, bookkeeping, customer service, project management, business development.
Okay.
Pretty much anything and everything that a small business person would need.
Is that typical to see 5 to 50 applicants on you? I mean, honestly, that's more than I expected.
Yeah, well, it really depends on if it's a VA job, you might expect to get, anywhere from 30 to 50.
Okay.
If
Wow.
it's maybe something a little more specialized, like a marketing and PR person, you might only get 10 to 15.
Okay. And the companies are paying a nominal fee to post the job to your database.
Yes, that's correct. We have 3 different packages. The first one starts at $14.99 for 1 week. Then we have a $39 package for 1 month that includes another free month if you don't hire someone, and then our small business concierge package.
Okay, gotcha. And is it exclusively for part-time work, or you found that's kind of what the audience has demanded?
It's not all part-time. We do get full-time jobs. We get contract positions, freelance positions, which basically the same, and we get actual employees, remote employee jobs. So a little bit of everything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, well, maybe I should test this out. I could always use some extra help in the writing or admin side.
Yes.
Is there a ballpark hourly rate? I imagine everybody is US based or North American based on the site.
That's another difference with our website is we are North American based. So when you post a job, you're not going to get candidates from India or some of the third world countries, which a lot of our small businesses say that's one of the main reasons they come back.
Yeah.
Is because they want someone in their or close to their time zone. So if you're in California, you don't have to worry about somebody being in Australia or something like that.
Sure. Okay. So somebody local or local-ish to your time zone, but still
Yeah.
working remotely, flexible work arrangements, flexible work hours. Is there a ballpark now with being US-based workers, you expect to pay a little bit more, but do you have a ballpark range that the typical gig might fall under, just to give people an idea of what they'll expect to pay on the hiring side?
I would say for the virtual assistants, they're typically between $15 and $25 to $30 an hour, depending on how specialized you need them. We don't allow job posts lower than $10 an hour just because it makes our audience irate because we're not like Fiverr or Upwork where you can hire someone for $2 an hour.
Okay. Are the clients setting that price, or the moms like submitting bids?
Actually, the client who posts the job says, I've got this job and I'm paying, and they might put a range. I'm paying $15 to $20 an hour.
Okay.
Or you could put, I'm paying $15 an hour or whatever your budget is. And I'm sure sometimes the moms might say, hey, I'd love to work for you, but can you do $18 an hour? I'm sure that goes on, but we're not involved in like I said, we don't get involved in the hiring process, and we also don't take any commissions from either side. So once you've paid your fee to post your job or to join, that's all you have to pay us. So that really helps, especially the people that are charged. And I think most of the time it's probably the job seekers that have to shell out the 10 to 20% commission to the website.
Oh, right. Like if they're taking a job on Upwork, for example, Upwork is going to take their platform fee. So in the case of HireMyMom, once the parties agree on the terms and make that hire, like you're out of the picture, and I will just, as the employer, I will just pay my virtual assistant directly, and I'm in charge of 1099s or W-2s or whatever, to make that legal.
Yes, and we hope that they'll come back and post more jobs as their business grows.
As their business keeps growing.
Yes.
Have you had stories of people saying like, this mom is awesome, I need more people, or I need her full time, but she's got the kids, or however it works?
Yeah, actually I do. And so somebody might stay with them 2 or 3 years and they'll come back and go, man, I hired the most awesome virtual assistant. She had to, X, Y, and Z, and I'm back to hire someone else. And also one of my favorites is when a mom who has found work on HireMyMom gets so busy that she comes back to hire moms to work for her. So she then becomes basically the business owner that's hiring moms. And I have that happen quite a bit too. So they'll start out, get 2 or 3, 4 clients going, because you're welcome to, as long as you have a membership, you can apply to as many as you want. So if you're looking to work 40 hours a week, you might have 3 or 4 clients that equal 40 hours a week. And so sometimes they get so busy that they're like, okay, I need someone to help me. I'm gonna have to sub out some of my work to someone else.
I love it. Yeah, the kids are going to school. I got some extra time on my plate right now. Let's build this thing.
So we really tried to establish a relationship with our members. And so we have like a Facebook community where the moms can come together, ask each other questions, learn from each other, and kind of get an insight of what this, because initially when they see it, they're like, okay, is this legit? Is this real? And the Facebook community lets them interact with the group and see, okay, these are real people. These girls, these ladies have gotten jobs. And the same on the small business community side. There is a community for them, but they are much harder to get to interact with than the moms.
They're busy. They're like, I want to make my hire and get out of here.
Yeah, it's like crickets in that group, but the mom group is more active.
That's funny. Yeah, it was on the Tropical MBA podcast where a friend of mine, Taylor Pearson, was saying, "Hey, I found some great people through HireMyMom," and
yes,
they were
I was a
singing
guest
your praises
on their program at one time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, very cool, Lesley. We can check out your platform over at HireMyMom.com if you're looking for kind of somebody in this, probably part-time, flexible work from home space in the virtual assistant or any of the specialist categories underneath there. Really appreciate you joining me and giving us the inside scoop, and we'll catch up soon.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick. I enjoyed it.